Bazinga. 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 Bazinga.
The Big Bang Theory was a pretty carefully scripted sitcom, but when you get so many funny people together on one stage, you're bound to get a little improv. Wil Wheaton became a familiar face on the set of The Big Bang Theory, popping in for guest appearances that advanced his rivalry with Sheldon Cooper.
What is wrong with him?
Everyone has a different theory.
One of Wheaton's most memorable moments occurred during Season 9's The Opening Night Excitation, in which the group attends an early screening of Star Wars The Force Awakens.
What is everyone booing at?
The cast and crew had no idea Wheaton was going to show up dressed like Spock. Wheaton recounted to the Daily Express, "No one from the studio knew, none of the crew knew, so I come out and the explosion of pants laughter that comes out in that moment was genuine and it came from the entire cast and crew."
Star Trek stinks!
Yeah, live long and suck it!
It's hard to imagine The Big Bang Theory without Kevin Sussman's Stuart Bloom, but the character was only supposed to be a one-time visitor in the lives of the main cast. A twist of fate and one impulsive improvisation in Season 3's The Guitarist Amplification changed all that.
Sheldon told me you and Leonard are having a fight?
Oh, yeah, kind of. It's no big thing.
Oh, good. I love you.
Sussman recalled, "Usually there is very little ad-lib or improv on that show, but the writers laughed a lot, and after that moment they started having me back, and I noticed that they started having the character of Stuart sort of regress. It was the first time, really, that Stuart went from just being like a normal guy to being desperate." In Season 5's The Shiny Trinket Maneuver, Amy is gifted a tiara by Sheldon as an apology present. The initial reaction to the tiara was at least partially improvised by Mayim Bialik.
"Oh, it's a tiara! A tiara! I have a tiara!"
She revealed in a blog entry posted on Kveller that she changed at least some of the scripted dialogue to match her religious sensibilities. The original line was, "Oh my god, it's a tiara, but I don't like to say God's name in vain or in performance since my Blossom days, so I just sort of vocalized my way out of the my god part and no one said anything to me, so I kept doing it that way." She also added repetition to cover for the audience's laughter, so when they quieted down, Kaylee Cuoco wouldn't be left with nothing to do.
Put it on me, 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 put it on me.
In The Fish Guts Displacement, Amy is so thrilled to get extra personal attention from Sheldon during an illness that she continues to pretend she's sick even after she recovers.
You may notice some tingling.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Eventually, Sheldon's better judgment kicks in, and he confronts Amy about her deception, and the only punishment that seems suitable to him is a spanking.
Are you saying you want to spank me?
Her reaction is not the one that Sheldon was expecting.
Excuse me, you're not supposed to be enjoying this.
Then maybe you should spank me harder.
Per the cast's 2013 appearance at Paley Fest, the reactions were totally improvised. Jim Parsons joked, "It was one of the hardest things we ever had to do because I found it tremendously amusing. All week I was slapping that ass."
Listen to me. I mean, the first thought when you see me isn't, "That's a scientist." It's, "I wonder if her mommy knows where she is."
Bernadette Rostenkowski wouldn't be as recognizable without her high-pitched voice and distinguished spectacles. And it turns out Melissa Rauch added both elements to the character as spontaneous choices, not requested in the casting call. She explained to First for Women, "I had just gotten off the phone with my mom, who has a very high-pitched voice, so I sort of did it at the last minute at the audition because I was just thinking of her and I had a pair of glasses in my bag that I threw on. It's very much my mother's voice, except without the Jersey accent that I lifted out." From there, she went on to mold Bernadette into the woman fans came to love.
Do you want to do something you're already good at? I know. Why don't I get you a job at the sitting around all day wearing yoga pants factory?
Show creator Chuck Lorre loved the decisions for the character, later telling the definitive inside story of the epic hit series. Part of the joy of that was her voice is a wonderful instrument. It's like a piccolo on acid. And then she's tiny, so those two things juxtaposed with this balls-to-the-wall killer woman who doesn't even think twice about cutting some moral corners to get things done, it was joyful to watch.
I'm a very vengeful person.
Really?
With access to weaponized smallpox.
During the Season 4 episode The Boyfriend Complexity, Leonard poses as Penny's boyfriend while her dad's in town. They're so good at pretending to be a couple that Sheldon thinks they're really back together, so he amends their infamous roommate agreement into something that will factor Penny's presence back into their day-to-day lives. Leonard later informs Sheldon that they broke up again. Having spent all night retrofitting the agreement to cover all of Penny's annoying quirks, Sheldon responds by flinging the agreement into the air. Sheldon delivers his reply with the paper still clinging to him. This was naturally a totally unscripted event. Both actors ended up breaking character, but the take was subsequently salvaged by cutting their reactions out. The biggest contribution to an unscripted behavior ever made to The Big Bang Theory?
Penny? Penny? Penny?
Series producer Lee Aronson recalled in the definitive inside story that the script simply said that Sheldon was supposed to knock on Penny's door. Aronson revealed that the quirk came up mid-filming, and he was the one who pitched it as 3 knocks, saying, "It showed Sheldon's obsessive compulsiveness. People like that like patterns and structure, so we had some fun with Sheldon once that got established." The joke evolved into multiple forms throughout the series.
Wil Wheaton! Wil Wheaton! Wait, how many was that?
If you ever got a laugh out of Penny's attempts at tending bar at the Cheesecake Factory, then you have an unscripted real-life accident to thank for that storyline.
Did you say that's about 40 milliliters?
More or less.
Great.
Kaylee Cuoco was injured in a horse riding accident while filming the show's 4th season, severely breaking her leg after it was stepped on by a horse.
Rock and roll, right? Well, that's where the bone came out. And that, I know, right?
Her recovery forced her to miss filming the 1st and 6th episodes of the season, but when she was well enough to come back to the set, the show needed to hide her cast. Instead of keeping Penny stuck in her bed, the producers kept her seated or planted her behind the bar at her restaurant job. Occasionally, the show used a stand-in if Penny had a walking moment. While it was the right plot choice for the moment, the storyline continued from season 4 through season 7, when she focuses on being a better bartender before quitting food service entirely to focus on a career in acting and later pharmaceuticals. And none of it might have happened had Cuoco not met with such a terrible accident.
The moment to applaud would be now!